Welcome back to Primetime Sports Wednesday. With the 2022 FIFA World Cup qualifiers set to kick off in 8 months' time, team manager of the Reggae Boyz, Roy Simpson, is urging players to compete in higher leagues to be part of the pool for the qualifiers. Simon Preston has the details.
Well, I turned down Jamaica, I've never been there.
Okay.
I've got family that live there, but it's never interested me. Really? I'm a kind of guy that, why am I going to go there and play football and represent a country that I've never been to?
That was Watford FC striker Troy Deeney speaking on the Poet and Vuj podcast recently about why he turned down a national call-up twice. Deeney is eligible to play for Jamaica through his father, but has maintained that the Reggae Boyz are not part of his plans. This to the surprise of team manager Roy Simpson.
I don't know with Troy, at one point you get the feeling that he wants to play for Jamaica, and then the next point he says he wants to play and he will donate everything that he plays to the Jamaican people. It's a personal thing with him. He has to decide. We're not sitting down and waiting on anybody. Our program will not stop until Mr. Deeney or anybody at all decides that it is the right time.
Simpson provided an update on Sheffield United's Ravel Morrison and Preston North End's Daniel Johnson, two players he says are committed to the national programme.
He said he was ready for November, but when he reached out to us and said he was ready, it was, past certain deadlines with regards to the two games in the CNL. He understood that. But he did indicate to us that if there are any changes or in terms of injury or anything, he would have made himself available. That didn't happen. Daniel Johnson, he had an issue when we invited him previously with regards to travel arrangements. I think that has been sorted out. It is just left to him now to say to us when he's ready. We're always willing to give him that opportunity.
Currently, there are 21 Jamaican footballers playing in the United Soccer League, the second tier in the United States. But Simpson says they will need to impress or move to a higher league in order to be part of the squad for the World Cup qualifiers in August.
We're concerned because we believe that our players too have to understand that if we're going to be world beaters and world competitors, the USL really not going to cut it. Though, because I personally believe that the USL is not as good as our Premier League. They are better in terms of infrastructure and finances, but I think in terms of the quality that we have here, the USL is not as good, but it is an avenue, an opportunity for our players. But what we want is that our players to understand that, use that avenue to get to the MLS and then to Europe.
Outside of England, in Europe, Jamaica has representation in Germany, Belgium, Turkey, Norway, Ireland, Finland and Austria. Simon Preston reporting for TVJ Sports.